Everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 3, Episode 81 with me, Cid, and I'm just back here in the overworld where I've been collecting a little bit of stuff. I've got my my blaze spawners in here, and I've also picked up a few items of stuff I actually don't really need. Or at least I don't think I really need that right now, so might as well drop that off. I think I've got most of what I need there. So last episode we got the blaze spawner done, and it worked kinda. The problem was, I forgot about that. I haven't done those off. I took the torch out. The two at this end were not getting loaded, so first things first, I need to take all of this out, including the floor and everything with it. Now, I do need to keep the edges in here. I will take out to here, but I'll just leave the edges in for a bit. So what I need is to come up with a different way to basically transport my my lovely blazers. Yeah, that was a industrial factory hopper. I thought it was. I can't remember whether I'd done that or not. I brought one just in case, you know, as you do. And yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to try and make this so I can stand in the middle of these blaze spawners. Oops, hello. And effectively have them loaded. So my plan is to be standing about here, which, you know, the observant amongst you will spot that immediately that is slap bang in the middle of all of these. Now I do need to also keep 4 of these back, so let me just put 4 of these over here temporarily. That is to plug those holes, because I've got to go back in and put the blaze spawners back in at some point, and that is going to be entertaining. So what we need to do, I think, is bring this down a wee bit. Not too much, but enough that needs to come out as well. We can leave those in for the time being, and we'll just, well, oh actually, why? No, you don't need to be there. Neither do you. But you, oh, there you go, those two. That's better, yeah. So what we're doing is we're coming down here to there, and then we're coming across here. And I think probably about 2 deep, maybe. Don't know whether I need to be much deeper than this, to be honest. But we do need to come all the way around. And I'm kind of regretting using this sapphire glass because it's expensive and awkward. And we are going to take some of this out yet. But that kind of gives you an idea of where we're going to be here. Then we come in, well, let's leave that and get the others in. 1, 2, and I apologise, it is dark. Let me just see if I can't help that a little bit while we're just working down here. It's always the bane of working in the nether, as I've said on numerous occasions. Even when you've got your brightness turned right up. Ah, damn. You, think so if I were to come in there, comes down, they come there and there. So I need a floor, which I could actually make. Oops, if I can get myself all sorted, I could just go with basalt cobble. It doesn't need to be anything fancy because you're not going to see most of it. Let me have a look. And that will come out here to there, and then the same around here. And we rinse and repeat. And well, should be good and happy with a bit of luck. So if I'm yeah, I think we're going to have a block there and a little bit of glass going up 1, 2 and 3 and over. And we can take that out for a second. This is going to be a hopper facing straight down because we're going to use the oak trims to connect those up. So we take that, pop you in there, that's fine, and then we can, these can be wherever we need them because the oak trims can be out there. Oops. But we can just put that in here, and the key to this is going to be using conveyor belts to push them when they get down. So and that will come to there. We're going to stick, oops, the carpet on the top just to ensure that we don't get a bit, toastified. And all that remains then is to put in the drawers, which, to be fair, we could actually get away with under here. Because we can take our trims and that can come across to there. I'll just pop that back in there for a second. Now I can't remember whether I can do that. Okay, that's good. I'm sure that you didn't used to be able, I'm sure you didn't used to be able to do that, but I'm not going to complain if it gives me the option of moving these around by hand. And now all we need to do, I actually didn't need to worry about keeping those 4, but apart from decorating, is get these guys back in. So that's going to be entertaining. I probably should do that. It will make life a bit easier, perhaps. Because then we can do that, and that should be with the one in. Down they come, in they come, conveyor. We'll set this up to have a larger area and should be fine. Right, let's get the others in then. And then we can turn our attention to decorating this place, because That is, oh, get me in, get me in, get me in. The most important thing, of course. So if we go and stand here now, we should be loading both of those out. We also need to make sure we stand back. We should be loading both of those spawners. There's one. There you go, there's two. Good, good. Right, just rinse and repeat. We are getting a little bit of an issue picking up these, but rinse and repeat on this side. I'll be back in a second. All right, we've got it. It works. That still needs sweeping edge, but other than that, it all works. It actually all works. I shouldn't sound so amazed, but I generally am when something that I've built works. So that's a biggie. It's a pretty big biggie. Don't really need that. I just need some storage spaces to dump some stuff off. I need to keep hold of that though. Right, so while we need to decorate in here, this all needs doing, but this is most definitely working fine. They chunter along, they come along and back up, and everything's all good. We need to decorate this, and what I'm thinking is dropping this down a little bit and getting some kind of arched structures going between the things, maybe just to try and give it a Baroque feel. And then we need to obviously work on the hallways between. Now this is going to be coming into hallway and then go straight into steps down into here, so you know there's a little bit of faffing around to do. And there was a suggestion for some decoration in here, and I'm going to try and do it. The only issue at the moment is I am missing the relevant decorative items. So we need, and they are unfortunately time dependent, so I definitely need to go and just hopefully encourage one or two to well, not one or two, it'll be one, because you only get them one at a time. Although there are some other things I would like to get in the overworld, which again are time dependent spawns, but I think would be fun to have. And if I can get what I am actually looking for, then I'll that's not what I'm looking for. That's just sort of something moving over there. Then I will most definitely be doing that. So, yeah, that's a thing. But I can't do much. That's all time dependent, as I say, and that is a bigger problem. So, yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to start working on some decorative palettes for this area, and you can see we need to also hide this so it blends into the surroundings. So that's another thing we'll get done as well. If I can remember how I get round there. And yeah, I'll be back in a little while. Well, it has to be said, this is one of the more horrible sounds. So I'm playing around with the layout down here. At the moment this floor is just placeholder. We are going to mix it up as we are going to mix up the stairs and this floor to kind of match what we're doing up here with the wear and tear and the ins and outs. The arches themselves are more or less done. I'm going to throw a few different blocks in just to mix this up. I also do need to maybe throw a few of these in because I didn't, just to mix that up a bit there. So we've got all the archers. These all go around the outside. These guys are doing their thing. The noise is horrendous, but you know, what are you going to do, huh? I may also swap out a few of these to make them more mixed like that as well. A bit of lava, because nether, you can never have enough lava in the nether. Well, actually, it depends whether you're falling into it or not, I suppose. But yeah, generally for nether builds, lava is the cliched block of choice. So, you know, who am I to go against cliche, huh? And so far, still not had any of those little flamey goblins spawn. I've got plans for one of them, and thanks to one of the comments that I got, and as soon as we get one, which I, oh, hello. Oh, okay, don't mind if I do have a bit of lava there, don't need it. I also, today I learned this thing has a bucket mode. So rather than me putting it down and filling things up by hand, I could have just gone and right clicked it on the lava and slurped up block after block. So that was a bit disappointing to find out. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do there either yet, so we'll leave that until we've got these in. But definitely working, that much is for certain. Yeah, let me get a little bit more building done down here. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I have been sat watching YouTube videos in a hole in the ground for an hour or two, waiting to hear that sound and see that little green dot on the minimap over there. Where are you, you annoying little... Gotcha. Right. Wanted one of them. Ow. Not you, though. You are a pest. You can just go away. Yeah, that's right. Go away, you annoying little slime. Oh, hello. Yeah. Yes, annoying slime. So that was one thing I was waiting for, and I think that will do me for what I needed that for. Let me just get rid of that. There's a few, sounds like there's a few friends. I'm going to say, it sounds like there's another one somewhere. Where are you, Mr. Gastipoo? Bet that hurt. Anyway, yeah, I wanted that particular thing. I've got one more, and there is one thing I would like. Well, there's two things I'd like, but I need to go to the overworld and do a lot of waiting around for that. So while we're waiting, I'll show you what we've got going on down here. I've moved all of this stuff down here. I've started working on this corridor, which we'll come back to in a short while. I need to kind of bring this into the design, so kind of blend back to get that kind of going in, and once we got that in, that should, I may actually arch that a little bit. I don't know yet, I haven't decided. We've got the corridors to go in here, and again we'll mix up the floor like this as we go. We'll have a corridor going that way, corridor going that way, corridor coming down. This is all pretty much done. Thrown a few of these basalt stalactites in. Everything is working fine, and I think this looks pretty nice. So I need to, and then obviously what I've done is here is, on occasion things were dropping down here, so I'll put a little buffer there. I can't get hit by these if I flush up to the wall, which was a problem I had without that there. But sometimes things were dropping in there as well, so that was a problem. And I've turned the mob sounds right down as well, because this is obnoxious. So I need to go and grab a few things. I could also do with tidying up my shulkers and the likes, because there is, well, there is a lot of garbage here in these boxes, and I need to tidy that up somehow as well. So while I'm going to the overworld, I might as well do that. I'm going to AFK in the overworld, see if I can't get the other little visitor that I want, and we are going to come back here. Oop, hello. Just as soon as I've got my little AFK spot, I can AFK there until one of these guys turns up. But in the meantime, I'm also going to do a little bit of shulker box rationalisation for the build box thing. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to start working next, to be wholly honest. And I left the obsidian box over there as well, which was probably a mistake. Oh, hello. So one of these should have some space for me to drop off. No? Yeah, we'll sort it in a moment. Yeah, I would like to get I like one of those as well, and I don't think I've got anything else here that I want for that, but I do want some namey tags. Oh, have I got anybody who trades name tags downstairs? Let's go find out. I can't remember. Is it a librarian that trades name tags? I don't know, actually. Yeah, this one. That will do me. I only need... That should do me. And we'll have... We'll just have a bunch. Well, 8, actually. That's as many as we'll have. Okay, well that should do us. So the only thing I need to do now is wait for a certain visitor, which I'll do, and after another AFK session, so I'm already 2 days into recording this thing. This is taking a lot longer to record than normal. I'll be back in a bit. See you later. Okay, sometime later I am going to need a fresh monster ball, because I do need to. I captured this guy when he was invisible, which is not how I wanted him. Right, okay, and I think it is this guy, but I don't know whether he'll change back from invisible if I put him out in the nether, so we are going to need to sleep. I've done a little bit of tidying. Oh, damn it. Umbran log, there you go. And let's fix that. So it's a sunrise, so we can take this guy, who is our wandering trader, most annoying person in the world. Had to wait for ages for him to come about. Come on. You can do it. Haha! Indeed, if only you know what I have planned for you. And, to be fair, this is not my plan. We can thank Necrius for this one, who has a delightfully evil mind. And, yeah, this just, when I saw this, I just had to do it. So we've still got to work around in here. We've still got these walls to bring in. I'm probably going to need to do something there to cover up those redstone blocks, and we need to do all this. But before we go there, we hung a number of items from our ceiling. And I may move a couple of these as well. Let me just get this one out of the way. And hopefully you'll see why in a moment. I need 4 of them, so let's go. We got one there, we got one there. Do I want to stick one on this side? We could do. We'll play this one by ear, I think. However, what we do need to do is I need to find somewhere to stick all of these lovely shulker boxes, like say there. So these are all sorted out a wee bit better, just to give me a little bit more. And I say a wee bit better, it is literally a wee bit better. It's not in any way, shape or form. You see, that shouldn't be there. I had it. I thought I had it sorted a wee bit better, but I didn't. So what we are going to want to do is we're going to take this We are going to suspend these fellas from the ceiling in cages in such a way that we look like we are in some way punishing them or containing them, but they want to be visible, and we need to make them things. Did I? Oh, please tell me I didn't throw the... I didn't. That's good. Good. Okay, so we've got a bit of this stuff. We can chop that. I don't want to use that though. I want to use good solid blocks. So what we'll do is we'll try that, and then we want to go 1, 2, and then 1. So that will give us a visible cage here. And what we also need to then do is come in over here and start with... Let's start with a bit of... Oh, hang on, need those. Maybe that as well, and we'll... 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 8 of those. And 8 of those. Let's go with that for this. I was not 100% certain how best to achieve this, so let's get something like that, perhaps. With something like that hanging there. These cages are going to be a bit big, so I may have to decide on how many I actually want to use, and I'm probably going to need more iron bars, if I'm honest, as well. But they're not touching anything there, so that's all good. And we shall pop these in here. Yeah, I am definitely going to need more iron bars. And if I then come in from the top here, we should be able to. Now let's start off with this guy, who we are going to call Sparky, because I can't think of any better name for him. And we'll give him a name, and we shall place that back. And yeah, so we'll have one of that. We'll get another one a little bit higher up, maybe just 2. Let's see, that kind of works. We'll probably put the trader in that one. And we'll see what we can do with some others, but you know, we've got these nice little cages. I like this guy because he was wearing a blaze head and he's got the little shadow walker boots on. So yeah, let's try that and see how we go. I'll be back in a second. We have a slight issue. This guy, who was going to be affectionately called Del Boy, trader, you know, immediately went invisible the moment we put him in the thing. So we're going to leave. We're going to only have the 3, and we are going to have this guy, who is going to be called Gubby, because I can't think of a better name for him. And he can sit in his little cage up there. I think the third one, I mean, in hindsight, in fact, let's swap these around. I mean, this stuff's relatively cheap, so we're not going to lose anything on the... That's better. Zombie pigment. And a goblin. Oh, don't you dare go in the lava. Goblin trader. We shall stick him in here where we can see him a little bit better. And he is still named, isn't he? Yes. Oh. And we'll put the larger zombie pigment up here. Oops, sorry. Because then we can see that he's in there, and we'll just get one more on this side, and I think we will call that good. But what we'll do is we'll try and position this in such a way, like say there. That's easier than mucking around, I think. But I do need more bars, so I'm going to have to go and get those as well. Back in a moo. And with that, we have implemented the cages. So we've got Gobbo here, we've got Sparky there, and originally named over here we've got Flames. Yeah. Naming things not my strong point, I'm afraid. But that gives us a position where we can now just try and finish off this. And the first thing we need to do is move that lot. And then we need to move this lot. And then we need to decide on a palette for some of this interior work. I'm just going to stick these here for now. So we'd already started looking at this to bringing this down. I need some more of this basalt pillar, which if I can get myself some more quark stuff, and we'll take, I think, maybe that much of that, and we can extend this all the way up. Now what I'm thinking is actually something more like that to start off with, and then we can, that gives me a little bit of flexibility here to maybe do something like this, and I think that will look better in the long run. We definitely are going to need these. We're probably going to want some of that. We will definitely want some of that and that. Quark, blue power, and I think I should have some more of those bricks and stuff in there. That all works. So up here, this is going to change out predominantly for, we're going to take you. Yeah. So if we start like that, and then we can throw a bit of these other bits in here and there, bit of that perhaps. And then we'll kind of extend this back. So, you know, again, we've got a mixture of blocks now. We really, if I want to do that, we probably want to throw the odd bit of that in over here, because I don't think it'll work in many other places. Certainly not there. Or there. But we've got other bits and pieces, so we can extend that down. And that can come down a bit further, like a so. Throw one of those in there, throw a bit of that in there, chuck a little bit of the concrete powder in. And yeah, I think that will kind of work. I do get the impression that I probably, if I can find them, want to stick a little bit of this somewhere just to give it a, just take away some of that blockiness, like maybe there, for example. Yeah, let me just finish off working this kind of shape in so it blends, the thing blends down, and this will actually probably set a precedence for what we do behind that cobble once we expand out that way. And we'll be back in a second. Right, one final thing before we go and test this all out properly, and that is, if we can get rid of you. Now, uses for these, if I want to enchant Sweeping Edge, is Moldavite and Sugarcane. And I believe we can just put 3 of those on. I can't remember exactly how this works now, but if we do that and that, we're going to get some chaos. 2, 3, and then we're going to use you. How do we just, no, that's not the thing. I can't remember how this works. Sweeping Edge 1, Sweeping Edge 2, Sweeping Edge 3. And on that note, we should be able to go back to the nether portal. Back here we were coming in, we've got obviously all of our caged little, oh bum. Okay, I need to come up with some alternatives for those because that ain't working. A villager I suppose might work. Damn, those goblins don't stay with name tags. Through here, very simple. These are dangerous. You can get in there and things, but we're coming through. We come down here and we've got 1 or 2 blazers in there. Just a couple. I've thrown a few speleotherms. Speleotherms? Speleotherms, yeah. Speleotherm. And this should be a little more effective at dispatching these blaze. Now I am picking up a lot of the loot. That's fine. You know, I'm not geared up now. Normally I'd fill my inventory and then we wouldn't have that issue, but as a farm, I really cannot complain about this. This is definitely playing nicely. I'm going to leave a few of these guys in because that needs upgrading as well. Okay, but that's fine. Let us try and get that. I think will work for our screenshot. And on that note, I think that probably does us for about this episode. I may take a break from the nether next episode. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but take a break. We shall come up with something else. This is obviously gives me options to go out in different directions, and going forward I need to find something to put in there. And yeah, I suppose a wither skeleton might work in one of those. Yeah, that could be an idea. Maybe a villager in another one. Maybe the villager, maybe move him, put the villager down there, you know. We'll find something and we'll make this work. But I'm happy with that. It's progressing. And as my phone is ringing, until next time, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.